Hi friends, welcome back to Playing Tribute to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Good news, I think I figured out the audio problem that we were having, so hopefully the sound is better starting now. Bad news, my health is still low in this game, and I have to solve some psyche locks in order to fix that. So we'll have to do that. As we go along. Speaking of my health being low and what happened last time, we did not finish the trial in a day, as we were bid by the kidnapper. We don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully nothing terrible. And also there was a whole thing with a card that Edgeworth kind of freaked out about, so maybe we'll learn about that and what that was all about too. So yeah, a lot is happening, and we have a lot to figure out. So let's do it. Let's see what's going on. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore! Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Engarden hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. Poor girl. You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearls' book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I come to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. So what are you going to do from now on? Oh yeah, that's right, he was kicked off the force. Oh, poor Gumshoe. What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You will be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Engarde's innocence all day, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in the investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? I guess he's referring to Maya's hamburgers. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. I never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Mrs. Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. Engarde. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Francisca von Karma. Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you going to visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? Excuse me? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Not exactly what I had in mind. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital... Oh yeah, Hottie Clinic. Good old Hottie Clinic. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. To the Hottie Clinic. Good old Hottie Clinic. Never thought I'd come back to this place. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Hi. Wait a second. You're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh. Why are you still here? Yes. What is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie! Oh, it was Edgeworth. Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Franziska. How is Franziska Von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes, yes, and that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looked so pitiful, almost terrified. Yes, absolutely terrified, yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun, after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret-like, she would scream really loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute, too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip, Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I can get used to it. Good to see you're all right. Go back to your room. You're so mean. So mean, my frisky Friska. But that's... Okay. Yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I shouldn't have come here. Tulips, that's a unique one. I was shot in front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much. Yeah, you looked like you were deathly scared until only a few minutes ago. But I was dragged here by that prosecutor. He even went so far as to grab me by the wrist the whole way here. Which was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But with me doing so, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Engard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. but you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me... What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in the argument. Edgeworth? What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... Oh, but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. So about that card. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly, yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I guess I was being more whispery with that, but I think he was shouting. That's okay, it's not like I'm going to shout into the mic. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. The Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. The task is to find the owner of this card, a man called Shelley DeKiller. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin. So who is this Shelley DeKiller? DeKiller is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the DeKiller name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? I think it is part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. DeKiller values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin... You think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it. Wouldn't you agree? Shelley DeKiller. Is he gonna realize... Does he know? Is he gonna realize... Oh, okay, there it is. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Was something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya... She's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single clue to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen. You need to know something. Juan Corrido was killed by Shelley DeKiller. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Engard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley DeKiller. If you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now if you'll excuse me. Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Engard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. Oh, I was going to look at the letter of introduction. I guess I'll do that later. Looks like we are with Maya again. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Bluffing! Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in a hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? I want to see the picture. I can't see very well in this darkness, but it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Oh, fine. Is that a cat door? Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. I would say so. Oh, I do have the court record. Alright. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Yeah! It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean? Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I am almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Mr. Nick? Oh, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Engard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Okay! So... to the detention center? Hey, detective. To the detention center. Listen to his story one more time. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. Ugh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt Engard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To the lawyer dude, I've got something really important to tell you. I even feel uneasy all of a sudden. Mr. Wright, so actually I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. I hope he gave me an address on that and didn't just say, hey, it's this way. Ugh. I think I have to go down from the hotel, so... Alright, now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake. You shall not pass! Mrs. Oldbag. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed poof. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But when I really... It's all your fault! You've awakened the wild beast inside of this old bag. Miss Oldbag! Keep your hands off of me! This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out. Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. We were gonna go feed a cat. We can go. We can get my... What's a few more minutes? Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper. Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Yeah, he should be talking to me. Shall we go feed a cat? Let's go feed a cat. We'll come back to you later. It's fine. Ingard Mansion. Of course he lives in a mansion. Sure is dark. I'll go and turn on the light. Whoa. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shu, the kitty cat. Shu! So I guess this is Shu. What a lovely cat. Hello, Shu. That cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. I didn't know he would just appear like that. I was gonna point out some things that were similar, like that door. Oh, but we're on the other side of it. But you can see the cat door. Yeah, fun times. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Ingard's lawyer. The Masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. Also, the suspicious thing would be like, if he has a butler, why did he send us to feed his cat? You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ingard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my masters can commit such foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. So tell me about you. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. Anything else?
No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs.
You know, I would have thought Mr. Engard the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you've got there.
It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies she.
And, anything else?
No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat.
Well, then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore.
Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now.
Oh, we should probably get going ourselves.
So young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law.
But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all.
Thank you for the compliments. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry, I have to examine this bike. A giant bicycle is flying through the air! That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own. Really? Wow. But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here. It's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit Vey Manor, then. I'll show you one when you do. I think I've spent all the time I went to there. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for Mr. Engard's cat to use. Oh, you mean Shoe? The door. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Ugh, what's with me and feeling inferior today? Well, I don't think, there's much that we can do. Oh, that's... So I guess that's it there. Hi. You're not gonna help me at all, are you? Does she care about my letter of introduction? Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy poo! Is that her perfume, Pheromone d'Amour, I smell? Ugh.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That may look good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand.
I thought I was gonna give it to the police, but apparently not.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook.
I guess I'm not gonna be able to talk to her. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. It may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. How is she? She's not even tall enough to reach your face. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. Ah! She's back. What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Engard's room today.
Why?
The police's main investigation team is going to be there all day, you hear?
I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
Sure. Looks like we were the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about to kill her.
city boy? Lotta, you're still here? Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap the scoop, y'all. Yeah? Wow, I'm not getting her voice today. I'm sorry. And this here hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Rec given. Photographers gotta have cameras in the air, like in the ear, like corn to be a real pro. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try that again. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be real pro. You know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? Though I do actually have your camera. Would you please take a look at this? Oh, no. I don't have your camera? Clearly I don't. Then let's talk to you. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, weren't you not? Were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, right? Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So, about the note that was inside your camera case? Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about Engard shoving his manager lady into corridor? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull-doers. Hey, what's with y'all? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? And why does she look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? We're disappointed in you, that's the problem. Ah! My baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence. Refused to give it back to me. Oh, that's why I don't have it. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours, and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. Tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. Make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already? Oh, Lotta. I love Lotta. She's great. Mr. Nick? What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts! Ah! I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon?
Excuse me? Watch who you're calling a demon, brat.
Ah! Zoinks! It's the alien!
Who are you calling an alien?
Oh, it's just you, Miss Black. What are you doing here?
What's wrong with you youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to poor Juan, and you're disturbing me.
Yeah, alright. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face.
With that
that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything.
But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida.
He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts, in my book.
But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Engar.
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, that mountain is pretty big. Certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick?
What is it, girls?
The presents, they're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that is not a bear.
All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem...
Sorry. All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem to be bears.
Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Bears? Why bears?
You don't know. When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by a river going, hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too.
Did all that really happen?
It's in this biography, bub. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as a present.
Yeah, nice, bears. I wonder if he even liked them. Whoa, what? I'm Uncle Baird. I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second.
8 p.m.? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver! Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya! How is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you are not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. White. I've heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good.
No! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose, if I must. I need that more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Then... a little... What's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? Seems... bad. Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at this. The sooner the better. Who would be the electronics expert? Certainly not Old Bag. Oh, I'm welcome in the Criminal Affairs Department. I wonder if one of the cops could help. Probably. Let's see.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or other.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass the victims list over out. Now you're speaking nonsense. There's more than 100 people on there.
Mr. Nick, is Mr. Engard a really bad, terrible criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. In the past, I had to, like, examine this guy in that one case that I hated. Must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Prosecutor Von Karma was shot in front of the courthouse? Who did it? Who shot her? I have a sneaking suspicion that even Gumshoe could do this guy's job. Electronic guy? This may be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Very well. Now why do you want to work for our company? Well, that would have to be because I feel I would like to help this company grow. Must be doing image training for the corporate interviews. Okay, they're not helpful. Nope. Maybe Gumshoe can help? Is he a technological genius? Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. Is it noodles? That's nice, thanks. It's a rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oh, hey, you don't have a can opener here, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought you had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since it's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking you about. Oh, okay. Just go right to it, then. The transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick! You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing.
What thing? Yeah, the thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? It barely fit on the card. So what is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, my cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird.
Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. Poor Pearls was feeling left out. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's got to be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Huh? Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Corda's room, the scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm going to sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah!
We should get going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. To the scene of the crime. It's funny that it just becomes completely silent and then has the cheery music. Wow, we make our way to the... In later games, you can just go right to the place you want to go to. It's convenient. Hey! We're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. And then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So, yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get it? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper? It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh? By who? Me, of course. Ha! Seeing this sure brings back memories. How did he get here so soon, then? Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little run down, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. Isn't it better that way? Well, anyway, since I brought out all this way, might as well give it a whirl. Right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're going to find it, right? Right. Now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, touch the sweeper and take a real good look around the room with it, pal. You can see how strong the radio waves are in an area by looking at the check gauge. Once you find something that's giving off strong waves, the gauge will change. And when that happens, touch the gauge to really give the thing a long, hard stare. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Lamp, check. Listening device, no. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah. And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Yes, I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. Oh, of course the telephone would have it. Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. But let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here. Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe. So, is there a listening device in there? No. And I really thought it had been to be in the phone, too. Another lamp. Lamp check. Listening device, no. I bet it reacts to the TV, too. Yeah. I don't really think that the listening device is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here, and not destroy her dream. I think I told you guys about how it's like, they're pretending that it's in America, but it's actually, they're in Japan. It's very confusing. It's like, why don't you just, you know, pretend that you're in Japan, like the original game? And then apparently, like, people, like the Von Karmas came from America, not Germany. The radio is on and playing something. Oh, it's Kid's Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick? Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Oh, of course, on the computer, yeah. There's no listening device in the notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes! It's a small book with paper that you can write on. So? Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? What is that, a coffee cup? What's this? It's a small video camera. Oh, no listening device in this gizmo. Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick? That's what it seems like. But I want to grow bigger and bigger. Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. You have to eat meat, too. But they say to always eat your vegetables. What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but... Well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I have ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device? I mean... No, not yet. But this bear's eye is... Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we've got. No, you can't! Such a violent act! Oh, man. No! Poor girls. It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter, and a timer. And a what-a-mitter? A transmitter, pal. Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff? So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. A small, high-grade video camera, mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves, and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? You know, you're right. All of this evidence from 8 p.m. for 1 hour was running at the time of the murder. Interesting. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage that the camera took to a specific destination. Wow. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's Phoenix, sorry. Looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yep. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go on for 1 hour. 8 p.m. was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle this bear's at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. All very important information we're gaining right now. So the bear... Who? So there was a camera in the bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corridon his present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there has got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's possible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? I got it. What? Hey, pal. Let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around the electronics shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Oh, yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Well, I'm glad Gumshoe's having a good time. He's gone. Yeah. Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. I have a feeling this is Edgeworth. Should I use his voice? You always manage to do things in the most ineffective ways. Ah! Yep. You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. It's an optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see. Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her.
So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Do you know the stuffed bear?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and there are very few that are exported.
What?
The camera and the transmitter that Scatterbrain detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now.
I'm trying to picture him carrying that bear out of this room. Just like on his back.
I'm sure you have other things you have to do. See you soon, right?
So the 3 pieces of evidence we got in this room, we no longer have. Wait!
What?
Why are you doing this?
I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with truth. Juan Corrida's real killer is Andrew's past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. Engard. And this card, Shelley DeCooper. The only way I can save him now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. And so we shall. Well, at least we have some allies in the whole figuring things out. Gumshoe, for as much as what he's doing is probably useless, is trying to help, and it's great. I love Gumshoe. Edgeworth is also trying to help, and he's probably going to be more effective. We'll see what the rescue team yields, as well as his investigations into the bear. But, man, it's, 9 p.m.? I don't know how much we can get done. Hopefully there's more Psyche Locks somewhere, though, because, I think that the health carries over, and, I don't want to start court the next day with such little health, from the last episode. But anyway, I guess, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we still got some investigating to do. I think this is another 2-parter investigation, before our time at court. So, I guess I will talk to you guys then.